Good day, everyone, and welcome to today's daily devotion. Today's devotion will be taken from Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 to 6, and it reads as follows. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. I get why sometimes it's hard to believe. Sometimes us Christians, we make these grand statements with no real backing or no real logical explanation as to why someone should have faith. We're human. How could we believe something that we can't really see yet, or that we haven't experienced yet? But here's the thing, and it's taken me pretty much all my life to understand this. We as humans were never meant to understand God's nature and His ways. You see, God made us in His image, but not on His level. We were not meant to be seen as deities. We were just meant to be human. God's creation put on earth to have a relationship with Him. See, if we were gods ourselves, we would not need God. We would feel there's no need to serve our ultimate purpose, which is to have a relationship with God. And one thing we tend to forget is that, we often feel that we know ourselves better than anyone and anything else. But if you really think about it, God was there at the very beginning. He placed those inner workings inside of you. He made you and placed every single facet of your being in your creation. God knows our purpose before we ever do. So sometimes when we feel we don't have the answers, or we don't see the way out or the light at the end of the tunnel, it's because we want to feel like we are in control. Like we want to know what the future holds. But again, God knows better than we ever could. He knows what's waiting for us. He knows what parts of ourselves we haven't discovered yet. He also knows where it is that we will find and discover those things about ourselves that will set us on our course to ultimately finding that purpose. Again, we might not understand it because of our human brains, but that's the way it should be. Only God, as the Creator, at times will know what it is and where it is we should be. And again, I get it. I'm someone who likes to control things. I like to know where I'm going and why I'm going there and how it is I'm going to get there. I like putting plans in place and then working towards the goals that I set for myself. And I know because I've been told this so many times, trust in the Lord your God with all your heart and all your mind. And at times when I was told that, I was like, it's so easy to just say that. It's so easy to blurt out those words. When someone's in crisis, that's not what they want to hear. Because there's no solution, there's no plan as to how to get out. It's just a statement, it's a grand statement. And it wasn't until recently in my life that I finally got it. And maybe it's not our time to get out yet. Maybe it's not even our time to figure it out. Maybe where we are, as hard as it is exactly where we're meant to be. We just need to trust God and know that this is all a part of His plan. See, when we look for logical explanation and when we look for things to be put in layman's terms so that we can understand them, I think sometimes we overestimate how much we know and how much we should know. If you could tell the future, if you knew exactly where you were meant to be, I think there's some of the beauty that gets taken out in that. There's some of the journey that you miss out on inevitably because everything's so straightforward. Again, there have been moments in my life where I felt like this is exactly where I shouldn't be. But in hindsight, I know that that's exactly where I was meant to be in that moment. There was something about that place or environment that only there I could find something out about myself. I could unlock a piece of myself that I would need as I go forward in my life. And yes, it wasn't easy. No one promises that life will be easy. But man, looking back on it and in those moments when I leant on God, it was like nothing made sense. But somehow I ended up exactly where I was meant to be. It was divine intervention. And again, as someone who's not a deity, I was never meant to understand it. So while I think I might grasp the concept of leaning on God, I still catch myself still being perplexed as to why I'm in a certain place in my life. Like, why me? Why do I have to be here? Why do I have to go through this? And then I look back and I say, you've been here before. And God made a way. And it all worked out. So may we put our trust in God. May we have faith knowing that we don't understand, and maybe we shouldn't. Because we aren't gods ourselves. I mean, that's what faith is. It's not being able to see but still believing. So may we have that unwavering faith. May we lean on God. May we give it up to God, and may we let God lead us in our lives. I promise you that He finds a way for you. I can't explain it, because I myself am not meant to understand it. But I know that when you lean on God, when you give it up to Him, when you let Him lead your life, He will make a way. Amen.